Hello and greetings, my beautiful souls. This is your January read for the twin flame. A lot of you have been asking for me to do the twin flame readings again. And so let's get started. Oops, there's one that just kind of fell out. I'll put this here, which is a 3 of clubs. What I'm really feeling right now in the twin flame energy is, for some of you, you felt a little blah, a little disconnect, maybe even some depression, over analyzing things in the past months, maybe weeks, maybe months, maybe the entire 2022 year. Here we are in 2023, and there's definitely a shift, and I don't know if you felt it, and it didn't happen on January 1st. I'm thinking more around the 4th of January, and I'm not one that usually goes by like the different renegades or Lionsgate and, you know, all those different astrology things. I just go by the energy, because where some people say Mercury retrograde, there goes another card, they have issues with electrical items and things breaking down. I don't find that with me. I actually find it to be a very positive time. So right now, with the current energies that I'm feeling, with my focus on the twin flame, I'm asking of my spirit guide and my ancestors another card to give me clear vision. Another card for January 2023 twin flame. So we're coming out of a time where I feel like a lot of the twin flames, and it may not resonate with everyone. Again, just take from the platter what resonates with you. But coming out of a time where you felt maybe everything was on hold, nothing was happening, no motivation, procrastination, just like, oh, take care of it tomorrow, or, you know, just like, I'm just gonna sleep this away type, like almost like a depression, but I don't want to word it as a depression, but just feeling something not right. And I feel this is a dramatic change now. It's almost like wake up. It's a wake up. And for the twin flame, there is not feeling like a healing. What I am feeling is more like, I'm gonna focus on me. I've done enough focusing on everybody around me that now I really just need to focus on me. And focusing on me is opening up a creativity within yourself. Okay, I'm not getting any more cards. Those were the last two that flew out. But let's go with this. Okay, that was a short pause. I had to take a phone call from my doctor. So let's get back into this reading. So what I'm hearing from Spirit now is this phase of being like a procrastinating, like you wanting to sleep the day away, or just go move on to the next day. Let's start fresh the next day, and then the next day comes, and it's still the same old story. Okay, it's just the same old story day after day. Well, that has shifted, that has changed. And for some of you, you may have woke up one morning and you're like, okay, and you start looking at things differently. You start moving, you start doing things that you need to do. I am seeing a lot of creativity coming out. But okay, all right, so what I'm hearing right now is, for some of you, and again, this is a twin flame reading, but for some of you, what I'm hearing is it's very complicated. It's very complicated. But you're being told to walk away. And there's something better out there. Walk away. So let's see if I can get some type of clarity on walking away from what. I'm shuffling the cards, but I am just waiting for okay, it's walking. Okay, all right. So what I see is you're walking away. Okay, so here is the old you, and you're shedding it. Okay, does that make sense? Like you're shedding the old you and you're walking away. You're walking away from those bad habits. You're walking away from that mindset that you've had in the past. So this is almost like a, gosh, like a rebirth. So walk away from all those bad habits, walking away from what may have happened in the past, walking away from whatever bad habits you've entertained. And that's with that past energy. Yeah, it's shedding. It's like a rebirth. It's coming out. You're waking up, you're seeing the light. Okay, this is the way I'm going to do things. This is the way I need to do them. I see a lot of creativity coming out of these cards, just jumping out. But what I'm hearing is there's a new connection coming along for some of you. And this person, whether, you know, whatever gender they are, they have a spirit of an angel. And when you look at them, everything that's beaming from them is love. This is a new connection coming for you. And I see this as somebody that is going to help you on your path, become a really deep connection. I'm not getting clarity whether it's romantic or friendship, or, you know, just maybe somebody that you come across in the coffee shop. But there's something, a message that is going to come from them. Even if it's somebody that you pass in this coffee shop, there's something that they're going to say or do that is going to ring a bell in your head. And this is going to really make a difference in your life. It's kind of like the light bulb gets lit up very bright. Okay, for some of you now, I am feeling this connection may just be somebody from a past life, somebody in your past life that is now coming back to set things straight and to make things right. And this could also be why your energy has been so blah lately, because that issue, that karmic imprint needs to be released. And I know I'm going off in a whole other direction here, so please bear with me with the message that's coming through. There is a door. I'm seeing a door that's opening, and it's beautiful on the other side. And it's like the door in your mind, where on one side it was dark and dingy and dirty and even looked like something old and haunted. And once that door is open, there's beauty on the other side. And a lot of this I'm seeing that is going on is a personal healing, a personal event, it's your happiness once you open that door. So now it's all making sense here, because it's up to you to when you wake up that morning, and this person may be coming in, and with this person coming in, they may point you in a direction. It may be something you've been struggling with, something that's been going on within you, and they lead you to the right direction. And this could be even pointing you to a counselor, or pointing you to a group, or some type of yoga activity, or some type of thing that is to do with spiritual healing. And it's going to bring a lot of happiness. So that's the connection with this new person, this new connection that's coming in, is they're pointing you in the new direction to help you open the door. So they're not doing the door opening, you're doing the door opening. Okay, I'm going to go back and shuffle the cards and see if any messages come forth. Spirit, ancestors of the light, guide me in this reading. Oh, I'm just feeling a lot of delight, a lot of happiness coming in for the twin flames at this point, because you're walking away from something that is just so complicated, something that's been so complicated in your life, and now you're walking away, and it's not a person, place. Shake it off and let it go and move forward. And I just dropped all of my cards, so if you hear the volume change, that is why. Yep, shaking it off, shaking it off. Okay, now let's see what we got going on over here. Come on, right over here, what do we have? So for some of you, when it comes to the love and the balance of the love relationship, and this is going to be the twin flame connection for those of you that have met your real twin flame, things were complicated. And I see smoothing. Like, I'm actually seeing rocky, like we'll look at the floor and you see a bunch of rocks and it's all uneven, and then the snow falls and the snow kind of even things out. So I see things being cleared, white, clean, pure, but this isn't a love. So do not doubt the connection that you have with your twin flame. Do not doubt it. Stop looking at signs and synchronicities, because when you start looking at the signs and the synchronicities, you're doubting it. You don't need signs. You don't need synchronicities if this is your twin flame. Okay, so if you're looking for, oh my gosh, I looked at my cell phone and it's 11:11. Oh, twin flame, that means something. Or you look at the calendar and, it's the 11th day, it's 11 o'clock, and, there's 11 pigeons outside. Stop looking. Because the more you look, it's your doubting, because you're looking for confirmation. Above and beyond and deep within your heart, mind, body, and soul, that this person is your twin. You mimic each other. You have the same likes. You have the same dislikes. The more and more you get to know each other, the more and more you watch each other, the more and more you know. And you just know. There's no need to look at synchronicities. There's no need to look at any type of a pattern. Because I put on blue socks this morning doesn't mean my twin is wearing blue socks. Okay? So you need to know. And this is where a lot of people are not being able to manifest that love into their life the way they need it, the way they deserve it. Because when you doubt, it's almost like you're saying, I'm not worthy, I'm not ready. This is a very powerful message that I'm hearing right now for the twin flame dynamic. If you're doubting, then you're calling yourself not worthy. And if they are to mimic or mirror you, then what effect is you not feeling worthy of them having on them? You are sabotaging your own destiny. You are sabotaging your own destiny with your doubt, with your constantly looking for a sign, for you constantly looking and waiting for an email, a phone call, a text. Let go and let the universe do what it needs to do, and you believe and trust that when the time is right, all things will fall into place. Meanwhile, coming back over here, this is kind of jumping out at me, and we're gonna go again with the fear, doubt, looking for signs, looking for synchronicities. You need to grow more. You need to really learn to manifest things without doubting. You don't need to put a crystal here, or crystal here, or a crystal here, and say, okay, it's going to happen. And then go to bed that night and say, I wonder if it's going to happen. I wonder if it worked. I wonder if those crystals hold some type of magic that they will make it work. You have to remember the magic is within you. And it doesn't matter if I use a piece of burnt up sage and put it on the 5 of Hearts and say, okay, that's it. I'm going to get a text message from this person because this is going to work. And that's it. The text comes through. But the minute you start wondering, all the intention is lost. So you can put every amount of an intention into anything. It's like everybody will go in and manifest in their own way and do things in their own way. But what these cards are saying is you're lacking because your intention isn't there, because you haven't grown to manifest things the way they need to be manifest. And just because you speak something and somebody else gets a result doesn't mean you're manifesting for them. It's the universe showing you. Do you see that faith you had? I'm going to hold for a minute because there is something that I want to show. And this is probably getting biblical, but I just want to show something. So I'm going to put you on pause for a minute. I will be right back. Okay. Now let's see if you can see. Can you see that little mustard seed? Do you see that mustard seed in there? And you see that mustard seed? It's just a little grain, smaller, or you know what? Maybe 1/4 the size of a rice. Grain of rice. 1/4 of the size of a grain of rice. But the Bible does say, if you have faith as big as a mustard seed, it'll happen. So our faith is huge. If we believe, we can achieve. But when you doubt, it's not going to happen because you've already canceled it. So when you get up in the morning and you take breath, the air is there. You breathe it. It's there. It's there for you. And this is the way you need to manifest things to happen in the twin flame dynamic. There should be no fear. There should be no doubt at all. And that's what this is saying. It's time for you to grow in your manifesting power. Okay. What other messages do we have? This is kind of deep. What other messages do we have today? Let me come back and Shuffled my cards again. Dropped a bunch. Shake it up. Okay. So for some of you that have felt really burdened, not wanting to give up and not really move on anymore in this twin flame dynamic, it's too bad. It's too bad you feel that way. It's not going to move on. You could put it on the back burner, take care of yourself, do what you need to do, but eventually what's meant to be will be. And if you need to let that go to take care of things in your life, then that's what you need to do. Obsessing over your counterpart, obsessing over your twin flame is not going to help you progress in the spiritual journey, because your mind is going to be consumed 100% or at least 90% of them, what they're doing, when will they call, and just overthinking. So you need to keep yourself very busy and do what needs to be done for you. Okay, I'm going to ask for some clarity. Some clarity. Okay, we can get some clarity here. Creativity, creativity. Creativity, okay. Okay, somebody out there, like, you actually hold a picture of this person. You hold a picture of this person and you talk to this person, because at this time you have no idea where they are. So this picture you talk to this picture at night, you talk to this picture in the morning, and you're just really talking to this picture. What I'm hearing from Spirit now is, this is great, this is good, keep it up, but don't doubt and don't wonder. Just continue to talk as if they were there, because you are manifesting them in. But when you start to wonder what they're doing, that's when you start tripping. And it's like a record player, and it's going around and it's going around, and you hit a scratch, and then the needle just bounces back and bounces back and bounces back. That's what I mean when I say tripping, because you're bouncing back. Okay, let's start over, bounce back. Okay, let's start over, bounce back, start over. Do not wonder what they're doing. Set up their day for them. Set up their day. You know, they're going to the office, or, you know, they're going to the gym, or, you know, they're teaching a class, whatever it is, their profession is, or their daily thing is, whether you know it or not, you make it so that you're not wandering. If they're with someone else, if they're on a dating site, if they're married, if they're, you know, get all the wandering. And that's what I'm just hearing, is there's just too much wandering, a lot of wandering. And if we can get some more clarity, again, we're talking about walking away. Okay, there's two sides to this. There's your side and there's their side. So don't worry about what you're doing as to what they may be doing. If this makes sense. Yes, I'm doing my healing, or I'm doing, but I just keep hearing create. And I can't get clarity on create. Create. I see things working out this year. Things working out. I see union. And even if it's a union for, you know, a day or 2 days, I do see a union happening and coming together. I do see that door opening, and things are getting better and things are getting brighter for some of you. But I do feel that there is a balance that needs to be done. And with your energy, with your chakras, a lot of you, I'm feeling there's verbalization. You really need to verbalize things, maybe in the workplace, maybe in the home, things that are going on. You really need to use your voice. And I'm feeling that with the throat chakra needing to be cleared, needing to be balanced. Okay, but I do see a gathering. I do see two coming together, and it's a beautiful, glorious time. The time will go by so quick, and before you know it, you know, the 5 hours, 6 hours you spent together, it only felt like one. There are no questions to be answered. There are no questions to be asked. It's a coming together, and it's just like a total blending, like nothing happened. There was no time. Let's focus on the here and now. And I know that makes sense to someone out there. Okay. Well, I'm there. Create, and I keep hearing create in me a new person. Create in me a new person. And I'm feeling that is what's happening as we're walking away from that old person and those old ways and those bad habits that we've had for the past couple of months or even the entire year of 2022. The fear of, or not the fear, I said the fear again, and it's not fear, it's the doubt that you felt with the twin flame connection, always looking for signs and synchronicities, always doubting, thinking you're manifesting, thinking you're making magic and wondering if the magic worked. Create in me a new person. This is about your mindset. All right, guys. I feel like another message wants to come out, but it's like spinning around inside of my head. I'm currently in the process of moving from one state to another. So there's a lot going on in my life right now. And I want to be more consistent with my readings to get them out to all of you. And more, I want to upload more content and just see my YouTube channel grow. But this move needs to take place first. And a lot of people have said, hey, you know, go back to the twin flame reading. Okay, so here is your twin flame reading. And some of you have said, we want to see your face. Your videos are boring. And so that's something that I will be working at in the new home. Having an office or a studio of some sort where I can do the readings and have a camera set up all the time, because this is just on my dresser. So I have to set up tripod, I have to set up light and do all of this stuff. So it's a process. Let's bring that card back out. Balance. 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 Okay, don't put too much energy into one area and neglect another area. Got that message? Don't put too much energy into one area and neglect the other area. For the twin flame connection, that is very complicated. Complicated meaning they or you or both are married. Believe the connection is real. Believe things will pan out the way they need to pan out and the time that it needs to take place. Continue to uplift each other even if you cannot communicate with each other. Just remember to send positive, loving energy. Wish them happiness. If they have a partner, wish them happiness. That happiness will reflect on you. Because you need to be love and light. And that's part of the new creation. Love and light. Let go of the past. Do not talk negative about the partner they are with, their children. Do not speak negative, because that is reflecting back and stopping and blocking and cursing, sabotaging your journey. And I know that makes sense to a lot of you out there, because I get emails all the time. All right, my beautiful souls. Final thought. Just remember to treat everyone the way you want to be treated in return. And remember to live your days with love, laughter, and harmony. Namaste.